Hey, welcome back, everyone. We've got more Age of Empires here. Once again, refining our Chinese gameplay. You can see we're bringing sheep close to the mill, and rather than have a lot of my villagers on berries, it looks like I'm going straight to the sheep. I like that. I think getting your sheep, starting to process your sheep as the Chinese is good because your villagers barely have to move at all. Berries are, I feel like they're only particularly good once you get wheelbarrow. But getting a little ahead of ourselves there, let's talk about the matchup. We're here on Dry Arabia. I'm the Chinese. I'm playing against the English. We had good luck against the English last time. Opponent went like a Dark Age, man-at-arms rush, but the gunpowder turret on our town center was just too strong. It was great. We're both kind of defensive civs. The English town center is terrifying. The Chinese town center is equally terrifying. And that was an interesting scout. We spotted a very early mill, and it looked like he was actually researching something from there. I mean, our opponent wouldn't get a mill that early unless they were going for an early wheelbarrow. So I'm thinking our opponent's going to go kind of a slower, more economic route. Kind of a slower player. And that's okay. I kind of like that. As the Chinese, I'm trying to warm up to the idea that I'm just like the Abbasid. Don't play greedy. Or I should say play greedy, but play defensive as well. There's no need to move out on the map unless I'm going against an opponent like the Holy Roman Empire or the Rus or the Delhi, where there's things on the map that I need to prevent them from taking. So instead, be defensive, make outposts, get those gunpowder turrets, get to 2 town centers with the Song Dynasty, and then just go from there. The Imperial Academy, I think that really should have been with the mill. I think I would have preferred it over here, because the extra gold from the mill is just so good. You want the bonus taxes on your mill, because you're going to be working at this mill for the next 5 minutes because of all of these sheep here and berries. I mean, it is just the spot. Okay, now this is interesting. My opponent is starting to wall up. Spying this with my scout, we're being annoying by just plugging up the gap in the wall, and he's using his villagers to actually fight my scout. And that's so much idle time. How can he really afford this? How can he afford to just have his villagers out not gathering resources and instead shooting at my scouts? It was very confusing to me. I'm just going to make a horseman, see what I can do with 1 or 2 horsemen on the map. In the meantime, we will get our Barbican of the Sun, try to find an ideal place to put it. Probably near these deer. That'll secure this stone and these deer. Okay, there's the horseman. Looks like we're going to get a villager kill. Nice. And we can't get too close to that town center because, ouch, that thing hurts. Yep, and I'm down to 3 health. We'll start burning down the walls just to give him some attack ping notifications. We're into the Song Dynasty. Would love to see us start to gather stone. If the opponent is playing very defensive, then we can play greedy. And yeah, there we go. Now we've got some stone being gathered. With my current villager distribution, it's looking like I'll hit Castle Age before I get my second town center. But if I get a blacksmith, I can use up that extra gold. Yeah, on research. And if we see a good chunk of my villagers go from food over to wood or stone, I think that would be the right move here. Because we really want to play greedy right now. If our opponent isn't going to come out onto the map and they're just going to turtle up like this, we need to take advantage of the boars on the map, the deer hunts, places that are exposed but have big rewards. Yeah, he's just making longbowmen to kind of pick at my units that are annoying him. Yeah, there we go. Now we're just kind of looping around, trying to look for ways into the base. We're trying to confirm where all the walls are at. And it doesn't look like... Oh, no, here's some. Sort of partly built. Find villagers over near the wood. Looks like we find some over on the stone. Oh, almost got that villager there. Yeah, now we're trying to kill off this villager here. Looks like we're getting this longbowman. Oh, probably shouldn't fight this spearman. He's just going to take out all my units. There we go. We have enough to make it to the castle age, so it looks like we're going for it. Would love to see that second town center go down. It looks like we have the resources for it. And yeah, there it is. Perfect. It can work on this wood line, maybe this stone if we need to. So it's going to be a bit of a slow game here. And we can see that my opponent actually went for a second town center as well. So it's 2 town centers versus 2 town centers. But we are at the Song Dynasty. So we technically have like 2 2/3 town centers. Whereas my opponent is only at 2. If my opponent goes for the King's Palace, that'll put him at 3. We'll see about that. We'll see how much of a macro game he wants to go. Now that we have tankier units, okay, I like seeing the villager production. That's good. Let's keep that going. And yeah, I like seeing this. We definitely want to get out on the map. We want to hunt these boar. Even if they're right next to my opponent's base, we should take them. And now we're getting some castle age units. Oh, come on, villager. Oh, lost a villager there. But textiles finishes. Now we can take on that boar. Great. And love seeing the gunpowder or the hand cannon slits being put in. Very cool. Only 25 gold for those? Interesting. I have to compare that to the other, to the arrow slits emplacement. Now we get a preview of his castle age landmark. He's going for the White Tower. It's pretty defensive. He's playing a very defensive strategy here. I'm just looking at the units that he's got. My cavalry won't be particularly effective, but the crossbowmen and actually really the palace guards are where it's at. I just need some high armor units. The Lancer could get involved too. Oh, little mistake with my units there, but now we're burning it down. And I love seeing us get out on the map. Yep, just an outpost, a mill, and then a bunch of villagers gathering food. We don't have to go to a granary and farm economy just yet. We can take our time doing it because of all of this food out on the map. With the White Tower done, oof, we're taking a lot of arrow fire. So we're just going to pivot over, see what we can do over here. We're trying to find villagers. Yeah, we're going to have the palace guards deal with these hardened spearmen, and we'll send the Lancer up here to find villagers. Great. Yeah, these palace guards are strong. His units are dealing no damage to them. The knight's trying his best. Ah, and now we've got the trebuchet. As long as we can keep a steady flow of siege units moving to the front line, springalds, nest of bees, trebuchets, anything really, that's going to be a big advantage for us because we want to kind of set up a position here. Yes, love the outposts. Looking good. And we're using our excess stone to put a castle down. I think maybe a castle over here could have been good. Something like if we had broken through this wall and put a castle like right here, that would have been great. We would have denied these berries, these wood lines. Like really, after this wood, he has to come over here and then over here. So if we put a castle like right here, and did some outpost creep, that'd be really, really nice. But instead, it looks like we're going to the more front strategy. I think we like this stealth forest that's right here. It gives good cover. Similarly, we probably could have set up over here, just kind of have to rally around his base. Yep. There's 5 palace guards tucked in here. They're just hard to see. Now we should probably, yeah, get the trebuchet working. Let's see what we target. Probably the White Tower here. Yep. And we've got the nest of bees. We can come forward with it. Yeah, target those longbowmen. Oh, that's good damage. Can we get another shot? Oh, nice. Those longbowmen do not like that. And if he wants to dance back and forth here, sounds good. The trebuchet is going to do its job. Nice. We're getting these upgrades for our outposts, and we're starting our siege. Yep. Boar over here being gathered. Nice. Deer over here. I mean, there's nothing on the map that we're not grabbing. That's what I like to see, because then we can do a really slow transition to farms. Like you can see, we're just barely starting to do it, which is what we want. We can spend our wood on siege units like Nest of Bees and trebuchets, and I'm sure we're going to need springalds soon. You just know he's going to, yeah, he is actually producing springalds from the White Tower. No surprise there. Looks like he's coming forward. He's not afraid of my siege because of the springalds. Oof. Oh, but the blasts from the Nest of Bees is great. And these are not upgraded longbowmen. The man-at-arms are upgraded, but oh, I would like to see me commit a little here. Problem is, I want to do economic damage. Okay, the knights are just going to run past. They're just going to get mowed down by all the arrow fire. But here come the palace guards. This lancer made it through just to die to these villagers. Looks like I'm a little worried about the palace guards. Oh, I don't think I should be sending them in here. It's just no good fighting underneath this White Tower. Even though we have such good ranged armor, there's just way too much arrow fire being pumped out of this thing. But it looks like the trebuchet is going back to work, but here come the springalds. Do we have springalds of our own? I don't see any. Would love to see, yes, okay, the clock tower's putting them out now. Oh, we're gonna lose this. Ouch. Well, at least it got a good shot right there. We do have this big outpost here with a springald emplacement. Yeah, that man-at-arms is not gonna do well. Now we're getting some veterancy upgrades. We've got all these veteran spearmen looking good. His upgrades, he's very behind on upgrades. Yeah, I don't think his blacksmith, I don't even think he has a blacksmith. Okay, now we're making our transition to the farms and the granary. Springalds are coming out, and we're starting to play the religious game. So we're grabbing up sacred sites. Ooh, he should not be sending these villagers forward. Oh, he's got a trebuchet of his own taking out my outpost. It's turning into a real siege battle. Yep, need these springalds coming forward. Looks like we've got 2 of them. And this is what I also like to see. Go at a different angle. Just start working on him from every direction. If we're losing vision and our foothold here, then we'll just pivot. He's got slow units. These trebuchet move very slowly. We'll make him have to move around. Oh, okay. He's got the veteran spearmen. We'll just rotate again. Would love to see some aggression on this north side as well. Nope. And there we go. We can start working on that little wall. And we make it to the Yuan dynasty. We make the Imperial Palace. Now that we're in the Yuan dynasty, we can make pagodas where we can drop relics off for bonuses. And we can also make fire lancers, which are horsemen who charge and have explosive lances. So when they impact after a charge, this small AoE explosion occurs. Very good against clumped units, especially clumped range units. And they do good damage versus buildings as well. He's coming forward with all these spearmen. It looks like, yeah, he pumped out some upgrades for them really quickly. The Springles are probably just going to trade, and he's just going to target down all of my siege units here. But he's going to lose his whole army. These spearmen are not effective versus my units here. We even got a Jugnu in the mix doing bonus damage to these spearmen. So we clean up the infantry, and now he's maybe thinking, well, he can't come forward because of my white tower. Well, true, but we're starting to make a lot of holes in his walls. So now we can start to target his resource points. Yeah, if I lose these units here, that'd be a shame. Hopefully I remember to pull them back. But yeah, he's losing lots of villagers. Oh, that was a lot of villagers. He's just trying to patch up the wall there, but he's got bigger problems. Yep, we're forcing him to retreat his villagers. That's fine. Yep, we're just telling our units just burn down walls when you find them. And now the fire lancers are here. 21 damage with that fire lance. We're not really getting villager kills, but we are denying mining time. Notice, or gathering time, I should say. Notice there's no villagers gathering food here. There's no villagers gathering wood here. Should really check out this wood line, or this one. You never know. I think that's what these units are going to be doing. These horsemen, the fire lancers, they're so good right now because I want to be attacking from multiple angles, and I want to be able to just do a quick strike and then move on. Yeah, oh yeah, he's already chopped all of this. Wow. Let's see if he's moving on down here. Maybe. Oh, but here's all his villagers. And look at the fire lancer charges. Watch them explode on the spearmen. Oh. Like, these spearmen are meant to counter these fire lancers, but when we get them in big enough numbers, oh, those pops when they explode on the villagers. Oh, come on, get those villagers. Hopefully we get some more explosions. Oof, oof. Ah, but we're losing them. It's just too much arrow fire. But yeah, we're making progress there. Burning houses down over here. And we've made it to the Imperial Age. We got the spear away. So now things are just going to get ridiculous. Whenever one of my fire lancers or my Jugnu die in battle, all of my units will get a buff. They'll get increased attack speed and they'll regenerate health just for a little bit. Oh, look at all these villagers here. Should probably start to target these, but it looks like I want to get down the palisade gate. We've already made a gap here. We really should be going for these villagers. Religious game, we're really taking off. We've already got 2 relics. We've got 2 sacred sites. I think we're taking, yeah, the 3rd right there. We've got a lot more production. Looks like we just threw down a bunch of buildings over here. Big gold production. Look at all of these villagers on the big gold vein, and it's supervised. That's a lot of gold being dropped off. We're happy to just duke it out. I mean, losing units just means mine get healed and attack faster. Could use siege engineering. Looks like that's on the way. We really need these units to be able to put down rams. We're going to break through the wall over here. There's just so many holes. And we finally got all the sacred sites. Oh, is he gonna duke it out here? But the Zhuge Nu are gonna back them up. Oh, well, should be backing them up. Oh, and there was that little bit of healing. One of my Fire Lancers must have died. So you'll occasionally see my units get healed. Yep, there's the healing. And they attack faster for a few seconds. Yep, there's some healing. And then, yep, more attacks. So now these palace guards are attacking faster. They have a lot of health. Like, that was pretty good. Oh, and now the Zhuge Nu are involved. Oh, yep. Of course, while all this is happening, we're rallying units elsewhere. I think we're still cleaning up units over here. Oh, and here come the Fire Lancers. Oh. That's gotta hurt. Oh, extra damage versus siege, I see. Trying to find where he might have villagers. I don't think he's getting any more wood. Oh, nope, here he is. Bingo. This is what I'm looking for. Oh, so many villagers. He's trying to come forward onto this sacred site because he needs to prevent the sacred victory that I've got. But the keep is here. I've put a spring-Alden emplacement on it. It's got all of these cannon in place, or it's got the gunpowder turrets firing away. And now my units are here. The Fire Lancers rip apart these siege units. And we're still causing just tons of destruction over here. I think this game's over. Seeing a defensive player was exciting because that was finally my chance to play like a long game as the Chinese. And I can see why they're so strong in the late game. We get access to all of these wild units that serve every kind of function. Honestly, with all of his spearmen, I probably could have just made Zhuge Nu and won the game. But yeah, it's just a lot of fun in the late game doing all these different units, having all these different dynasties. I don't think I ever clicked the Imperial spies to check out where my opponent's villagers were. But yeah, I think these defensive English players, it's a good matchup for me as the Chinese because we can just get way greedier and take over the map. Anyway, hope you'll be here for the next Chinese matchup.